I'm here at the Zurich conference with the president and CEO of Aztec. Simon, it's great to see you in person.
Hey Peter, great to see you as well over here in Europe.
So how are you finding the European conference and the roadshow you're doing through the continent?
Yeah, we've had a really good experience so far. There's a lot of interest in both of our projects, but in particular in Cervantes down in Sonora, Mexico, where we've launched a drill program just a couple of weeks ago, and we thought it'd be a good time to come out to Europe and give some updates to some of our long-term shareholders and introduce the story to some new ones as well.
Okay, so you're returning back to drilling at Cervantes. This is a project in Sonora, Mexico that has had prior drilling on it. You've done some work in the past year to improve the targets, or what has happened last year, and what are you targeting with this drill program?
Yeah, so back in 2022, we went in and drilled about 8,000 meters, and that was following up on an initial discovery that was drilled by Aztec back in 2017-18. That was about a 3,000 meter program. So in total, we have a fairly robust data set of around 11,000 meters over 50 plus drill holes right now. And with the drilling last year, we actually were able to get a strategic investment from Alamos Gold, who operate the nearby Mulatos district. So that was a great endorsement of our project. But with that endorsement and with the additional drilling data, we felt it prudent to go back in over the winter months of 2023, so between February and May, to go and do a fairly robust surface program just to hone in really on our next set of expansion targets. So that's brought us forward to October of 2023, where we've now mobilized, we're obviously in November, but last month we mobilized and commenced a 12-hole program, which is designed to step out and expand on what we call the California target zone, which is the main zone of gold oxide mineralization that we've discovered to date.
So with this program, you're going to go look to expand the resource there. You're already looking at pretty good grades for this kind of deposit. So let's talk about the open pit oxide gold deposits. You're looking at drill results that are around 1 gram a ton, where traditionally these deposits are around 0.5 gram a ton. What is the comparison, and how is this looking so far?
Yeah, that's exactly right. For the average in that part of the world, in Nevada, Arizona, Sonora, you're looking at about 0.5 gram average, and we've had our headline intersections have exceeded 1 gram, and in fact our headline hole was 137 meters. It averaged 1.5 grams, so that was a very good start for us. Our average will probably come in a little bit less than 1 gram, but we're right in that mold of a open pit bulk tonnage style target, and that is the intention of this program, is to really grow out the bulk tonnage aspect of it. It's all very shallow. It's really from the drill collar and most of the drill holes you're seeing the mineralization, and the high grade is fairly shallow as well. So it's a great start, but we have not hit the limits of the mineralization, and we think that there's a lot of upside still for our shareholders to garner simply from expansion drilling. So
this will be the first campaign of many to develop the project and expand the resource.
Yeah, I don't know about many, but hopefully next year we'll have another robust round of drilling, and then we can get into some resource estimation. But it's really shaping up for 2024 to be a very exciting start to the year, and then we plan to keep things moving throughout the year, and we'll be advancing some of the other important aspects of potential open pit heap leaching as well. So we have planned some phase 2 metallurgical work for next year as well. So through the combination of expansion drilling and metallurgical testing, we should have both the very important catalyst for share price appreciation, which would be expansion, and then the de-risking aspects of the project as well, which will be closely watched by potential partners for the property.
So you mentioned Alamos Gold. They have a mine nearby. They're an investor in Aztec, excuse me, and they are quite interested, I imagine, in Cervantes. So what do they see compared to what they're mining right now? How does this deposit look similar to what they're mining? And is that what's interesting to them, that this could be a future potential mine that would they want to connect it somehow to the existing operations, or what's a possibility there?
Yeah, so geologically the projects are distinct. So they're more of a high sulfidation system, and we're more of in the very highest levels of a porphyry system in a silica oxide cap. I think their interest probably lies more in the fact that we have an open pittable gold target, and in the heap leach model, those can be very attractive when you combine both the potential for low capex and low opex. So again, I can't speak for them, but my assumption would be more familiarity with the region, with their ability to build and permit mines. A sizable bulk tonnage gold project in the area is attractive to any mining company. In terms of operational synergies, we're about 40 kilometers away, and it is heap leaching, so you wouldn't be looking at anything like trucking ore, but certainly we have something that's shaping up to be of the size and scale that more larger mining companies are interested in.
So Cervantes, you're working on that project right now, but you also have another project just across the border in Arizona, Tombstone, the famous Tombstone area. So let's talk about that. This is a project that has had past mining on it, silver mining. Give us a better idea of the location of the project, relation to the city, and what you're looking at advancing there.
Yeah, so Tombstone is a past producer, both in the open pit model back in the 80s, and then way further back, around 100 years ago, it was a fairly significant underground mine as well, basically right underneath the present-day open pit. And as it relates to the city of Tombstone, it sits south of the city of Tombstone, or the town of Tombstone, which has about 1,000 residents. Tombstone it's a mining town. It was established because of the dozens and dozens of silver mines that existed in the town that were discovered in the 1800s. And what we've done over the past 3 years is really expand on the open pittable target. So while there was some modest production in the 1980s for about a 10-year period on and off, we've decided to go in and drill just a little bit deeper under the pit and in the pit walls. And within a very short distance of the drill collars, we've found that the high-grade gold, silver, oxide mineralization has picked up along the entire strike of the pit. So we've now also have 50-odd holes in that project, and still haven't found the limits. And a very, very interesting aspect of the entire property is the deep underground potential as well. And most notably, we're about 40 miles or 60 kilometers away from the Taylor deposit, which is now owned by South 32 Mining, which was a big discovery of the last decade that fetched a big stock market, went in a big M&A for the shareholders of Arizona Mining.
Mm-hmm. So to explore the potential for the CRD deposit, what do you have to do? What will you do to test this?
So it's a drill target, and to test it, we plan to integrate our expansion of the in-pit drilling. So we're drilling with reverse circulation technology in the pit. That's to deal mostly with the broken nature of the sediment rocks near surface. So in order to drill deeper, you have to work your way through those first. So we'll have an opportunity to drill and test the shallow deposit, and then complete a couple of the holes with core once we get into the limestones. And the limestone beds are where the potential CRD or carbonate replacement deposit style mineralization would be hosted. So it would be drilled in conjunction with our next drill program in and around the contention pit, which is the name of the mine at Tombstone.
Exciting. Well, that's two exciting projects. You have drilling active right now. You got drill results coming. When would you look at Tombstone as doing some work?
So Tombstone's looking like a second half of 2024 project, and Cervantes will be a first half. So
okay.
We're 6-hour drive between projects, but we think it's prudent at this point to advance them in that sequence. So we're drilling at Cervantes. It's expanding. We hope to continue expanding it up until the summer of next year, which is when it's a logical time to take a break from drilling and then refocus on Tombstone with a better geological model. I mean, we've just finished drilling there over the summer of 2023, so we do need a bit of time to go in there, do some of the mapping and sampling and desktop computer work that is necessary before we go ahead and risk capital on drilling to further expand and drill deeper.
Sounds great. Well, we're looking forward to the drill results from Cervantes. we're excited to see how Tombstone develops. So thank you for the update, Simon, and looking forward to following up with you here in the near future.
Thank you very much, Peter.